Yeah, I'll use the word pioneer. Travel show on the radio where we talk about vacation, we talk about holidaying, talk about staycations. We talk about food, we talk about culture. Culture. We tell you the reason why you should travel and why you should explore the world, and then we bring the world closer to you, much more closer to you. Um, we bring the world much more closer to you by showcasing various places, taking you on virtual journeys to different locations across the world. Now, one of the beautiful thing about this show is that on this show you get to win prizes. And so far we have 5 people on the list. I need one more person for that list to be complete. One more person for that list to be complete. One person is holding that list back. And for a while now, we've not gotten that person. But hopefully today we'll be able to end our search, and then have that one person who this week will join others to receive their grand prize here on the radio. We've had, loyal fans, we've had loyal listeners, and I really, 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 really want to appreciate every one of you. Today on the show is something spectacular. It's something great because we're having 2 people join us on the show. I'm still expecting my guests to be in the studio very soon, but obviously due to the time change, they're not here yet, but I'm expecting them any moment now. But first of all, let's try and go to that wonderful destination that we're going to be talking about in a few more minutes. As many of you who are loving the program, well, we're reaching out to you much more. We have more time now to be able to talk, to be able to to be able to have conversation as regarding everything. I believe most of you have already gone to the our YouTube Nigerian Info YouTube channel and see the videos that we're putting out, travel and culture. As much as possible, we'll try and see how we can streamline those conversation or those content to be able to, so that you can access them more easily. But you can go there and catch all of our conversations there. Our videos, just go there, type travel and culture, and it will pop up on your YouTube page. This morning, like always, we go to a very different different location. And this morning, we're going to a beautiful location. I'll play you a sound, and hopefully, you'll be able to tell exactly where we're going to. And this location will determine the final winner on the show. Hopefully, please let me say it again. If your name is Patrickable, Mrs. Oboli, Friday from Friday. I've forgotten the other 2 now. I think Olaide. Yes. Please, you are exempted from this. You can't win today. There's no way. Even if you provide the right answer, you can't win today. I would see your message and I will skip it. I'll see your call and I'll skip it. You're not part of this today. We need to get a fresh winner. Hopefully, very soon we'll get that. But let's go to that wonderful destination. Let's listen to the sound. And thereafter, you can call our numbers 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190 to call us, or you can send us a message on 080 959 75805. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our location for today. Je suis désolé. ladies and gentlemen, that is our location for today. Numbers to call 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. You can send us a WhatsApp number 080 959 758 05. 080 959 758 05. Who's going to be our winner today? Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Hi,
morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Tolu. I'm calling from Ojo.
Tolu from
This is my
Ojo.
first time calling, actually.
This is your first time
Yes.
calling. Are you listening on the show?
Yeah, I'm a listener, of course.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
a listener.
Okay, so tell me, Tolu, where is our location for today?
From the music you play, I guess Rwanda, right?
You are asking me right. It's like are you sure this is your first time on the show?
This is my first time on the show. Rwanda. I say Rwanda.
Okay, that's your pick. Thank you very much, Rwanda. Just keep listening and you find out if we're going to Rwanda. Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Please do call us back. Hello, good morning. Numbers to call again is 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Where are we going today on the show? Where are we going today on the show? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi. My name is Chidera, calling from Lagos.
Chidera, coming from Lagos. Tell me, Chidera, where are we going today on the show?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, Chidera.
Oh, okay. So I think either South Africa or
Chidera.
Yeah.
Chidera, we only call one name here. You
one.
please, Chidera.
It can be collabo.
This is not Don Jazzy, thank you.
Okay. No problem.
All right, so give me one name. Give me one location.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Rwanda.
Final choice. South Africa. All right. We'll find out, okay? Keep listening on the program. Thank you for calling.
Okay, nice.
Thank you. Bye. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Naomi from Ajigule.
Okay, Naomi. Tell me, Naomi, where are we going today on the show?
I think Cameroon,
Cameroon. Why did you pick Cameroon?
because I think the music was French. So Cameroon is a French-speaking country.
Wow. Somebody knows her French. All right, thank you. Just keep listening and find out if you're the winner, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, you are calling from inside the church, oh.
First time caller, sir.
First time caller. All right, go ahead. But there's so much
Yes,
background noise. You might just have to step out from where you are. We're hearing too much background noise. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good morning.
So do that and then call us back. Okay. Just do that and call us back.
I can hear you clear, sir.
Your background noise. The background noise is interfering.
Yeah, I'm out of the place.
Okay, go ahead. What's
Okay, sir.
what's the location?
Ikotu, Ijebu.
Sorry. You just have to, get very good ambience when you're making a call. We're all listening to you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Peter calling from Lagos.
Peter, please, can you speak up for us?
Yeah, Peter calling from Lagos.
Thank you. All right, Peter, tell me, where's our location today?
From Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte
From Côte
d'Ivoire. Wow. How did you find out? How did you guess Côte d'Ivoire?
It's a French song now.
Okay. Okay. All right, keep listening on the program to hear everyone, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, Ola calling from Mushin.
Ola from Mushin. All right, go ahead, Ola. Tell me, where do you think we're going today on the show?
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Why?
It seems familiar, the type of music they are playing there.
Wow. You're very sure of your answer. You're very confident.
Okay.
All right. If you're confident, I'll take that. So keep listening on the program, okay? Thank you very much. Wow. I have messages here on WhatsApp. cross-check. I have to cross-check the time. But yes, we have Henry from Ikeja Jerry, and he says the location is Democratic Republic of Congo. And Safi, yes, Safi's name is on the list. Safi, I'm not taking any answer from you. Your name is already on the list. This is Bridget, and Bridget says we're going to Senegal. And this is Chinedu from Aja, and he says we're going to Zambia. All right. This is Jide from Ibejuleki, and he says the location is Congo. Wow. All right. This came from Festac, and he says Rwanda is our destination, location. Okay. And this is Jonah from Okota, and he says we're going to Rwanda. And this is Olugbemi, and he says the location is let me check your spelling, because it might affect you. This one is Renada. This one is not Rwanda. Please, This is Kemi from Satellite Town, and she says we're going to Rwanda. Mrs. Obodi, yes, I'm biased today. Don't worry. Thank you very much. This is Steve from Ogba, and he says we're going to Rwanda. Ima from Awoyaya, I guess. The destination is India. Wow. All right. This is Madame Rumfola, and she says we're going to Cameroon. Okay. Tolu from Ojo says we're going to Rwanda. And Shina from Songo says we're going to Congo. You didn't tell me your name, but you say we're going to Tanzania. You have to tell me your name, please. Chris from Malta says we just landed in Rwanda. Okay. And again, you didn't tell me your name. We said we were going to Tanzania. Please, when you answer, make sure to tell us your name. When you answer, make sure to tell us your name, okay? And this is Soji, and he says we're going to Cameroon. I'll just take some of your calls, and then we go for our for us to actually get the answer correctly. Hello, good morning. Sorry about that. Please do call us back. I still have more messages coming in. This is Congo. Lawrence says we're going to Congo, and Shino again from Songo says we're going to Tanzania. Igwe Daddy says we're going to Tanzania again. Okay. Let me just take some of your calls before we go on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Simba. I'm calling from Ekotu.
Okay, tell me, where do you think we're going today on the show?
We are going to DR Congo.
DR Congo. Why? How did you come up with the answer?
No, I listen to the song. That's the language. That's the language I'm hearing.
You're very sure.
DR Congo. Yes,
Congo.
I'm very sure.
What language does DR Congo speak? What's the official language?
I don't know their language. But that's my answer.
All right. Thank you very much. You need to learn the language. Learn the language, my brother. Hello, good morning. Hello. Please call us back. Hello, good morning. Sorry about that, Lagos. Please do call us back. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? Where are you coming from?
I'm calling from Kenya.
Please, you have to turn down the volume of your radio. We can hear the feed from behind. All right. So go ahead.
So I believe this is the music is from DRC Congo.
DRC Congo. Congo. All right. No challenge, people. We're going to find out very soon. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right. Well, we're going to find out. Our moment of truth is coming up, but let me take some messages from WhatsApp, and then we'll go on to that. This is Odozie Nanji, and he says you just took us to Rwanda. And this is Joe Ebube DK, and he says we're going to DRC. And this is Cameron Jerry from this is Jerry from Agege, and he says we're going to Cameroon. This is Olugbemi, and he says we're going to Rwanda. Let me check my YouTube, because we're streaming live on YouTube, just in case you're not joining us right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're streaming live on YouTube, Nigerian Info FM, and I'll also take your messages, on YouTube. I'll also give Mrs. Oboli is the only person here who has sent a message, and she's calling me out. Of course, I'll take this one. I'll chest this one. Don't worry, Miss Oboli. I'll chest this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Nat, calling from Ikorodu.
All right, tell us.
DR Congo.
DR Congo.
Yeah.
DR Congo. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll play the song one last time, and then it's the moment of truth. I'll play the song one last time, and then it's the moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, we're right about time to find out our moment of truth. Where exactly are we traveling today on the show? Like every day on the show, we travel to a different location, and we're just about finding out. Well, I'll make it easy for you, ladies and gentlemen. Today on the show, we're actually going to a location that you love, that I love. And if you said Rwanda, yes, you're correct. Our destination today actually is Rwanda. That's our destination for today. But then again, we're not just talking about Rwanda. We're talking about Africa, looking at Africa as a whole. And I told you earlier, we have guests in the house. Thankfully, they're here with us right in the studio. If you're watching us live on YouTube, you can actually see my guests in the studio. Both both persons have been pioneers, especially because growing up, it was one thing that has always kept me edged on my seat and that I always love. I'll play this, and then afterwards we go on a short break. But when we're back, we'll have our guests start talking to us, concerning what they do, their passion for Africa, and why they're in the business of tourism. Yes, it's very beautiful. But let me give you a hint about who my guests are on the show. Let me give you a hint about who my guests are today on the show without actually calling their names. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've actually guessed already, yes, we have the founders of Goge Africa, Mr. Isaac and Mrs. Neka. Moses here with me in the studio. They're looking like they didn't age at all. They're looking like they didn't age at all. Man, seeing them grow, over the time, staying glued to my TV set. I would say this is one of the things that really flared me and pushed me towards this passion for travel, because they showcase so many cultures, they showcase so many different places across Africa, that I have always dreamed of, and I'm still dreaming of of getting there. But these are the two people I have in the studio with me. Shortly, you'll be hearing their voice, but stay glued. Like I said, we're going on a very short break, and when we return, we have our guests talk to us. But good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Isaac and Neka Moses.
Wow, thank you for having us. Yeah. Good morning, listeners.
Good morning. It's great to actually meet you in person again, and it's great to have you, to host you here. You have always been the one hosting people, so it's good that somebody hosts you sometime.
I feel honored.
Yes. So we're going to get to the questions in a bit, but first of all, let's go on a short break because we have to pay the bills, of course. So when we're back, we'll have all of that conversation. But Lagos, don't go nowhere. This is a very power-packed conversation because these people will be opening our eyes to a lot of things. These people have met presidents, they've met ministers, tourism. So all of your visa issues within around Africa and your tourism issues, probably places you would like to visit, especially in Nigeria and Africa as well. They will answer all of that question. But we'll be back right after the break. Don't go nowhere.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
As we celebrate 10 years of 7-Up and Lagos City Marathon being in the game, we have to give it to Lagosians. We know all about running. To enter Danfo,
we run!
Small rain,
we run!
Sun,
we run!
Unnecessary billing,
we run! This is Lagos, and we love running. So, whatever your reason for running this year, own your lane with 7-Up at the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon on the 15th of February. 7-Up, the diff is clear.
Hello, excuse me. This Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release, BAM, on the pack. Is it the same Milo? No, this one is new and improved. The support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy they need to go to school. Ah, I like this one.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
For a decade, the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon has been more than just a race. It's been a collection of stories of ordinary people achieving the extraordinary. Every stride taken has created unforgettable memories of triumph, purpose, and shared experiences. With each step, runners have sparked passion that ignites, moments that last a lifetime, strides that leave a legacy. Join us as we celebrate a decade of running, purpose, and progress at the 10th anniversary of the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon. Register today at accessbankplc.com/marathon and be a part of the journey where every step becomes a story to remember.
The Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, celebrating 10 years of running. See you at the starting line. It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the mother of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds, she would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And we don't put my mood for that. Whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
There are so many distractions taking away the attention of my family, from phone screens to work screens and others. But when my family hears this, when I cook with Devon Kings, we all come together to bond, taking away all distractions. Hey, no phones at my table, please. Oh yeah, let's eat. Cook up unbreakable buns with Devon King's range of cooking oil, margarine, spread, and seasoning. Great for bonding moments. Devon King's, taste that binds. Available across stores nationwide.
My children are athletes. From the moment they wake up, they keep playing and learning. So when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo and Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back, Lagos. This is still Travel and Culture here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Emmanuel Onwuka, and yes, I did tell you before we went on that short break that I have Mr. Isaac and Mrs. Neka Moses here in the studio. They are the founders of Goge Africa, which is a tourism promotion outfit, and they've presented a TV program. Yes, starting from 1999 till this very time, it's still running. It's still running, and you've been promoting, Africa to Africans. But is it just Africa to Africans or Africa to the world?
Well, it's both, because I feel that Africans need to understand fellow Africans so that they can better absorb. They understand why certain part of Africa are the way it is. Why certain people in Africa behave the way they do, because if you do not understand the people, you probably wouldn't be able to tolerate them. And that's the problem Africa has. And reason we've been advocating for, let there be free movement. At least ECOWAS is trying to achieve that, free movement along the ECOWAS region. But still not that easy, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
I love what Rwanda and Kenya has just done. Seeing how they say it's visa free for Africans. And
visa on arrival.
Visa on arrival. And all of these things just makes it easier. I speak to people who are coming into Nigeria for the very first time. I know Nigeria is has this economy tied to it, so there is need for us to add some guidelines to our getting into Nigeria.
Yeah, some regulation.
But then, if you're African, I think that you should have a different approach to things. So why other people who are foreigners, call foreigners who are not Africans, have some stringent measures they have to go through, Nigerian Africans, should have a different approach to things. We should be more welcoming of our brothers and our sisters. I don't know if you share this ideology as well.
Absolutely.
I share that ideology, and it's important to also note that Nigeria has the visa on arrival policy as well. I've had people from China process their visa on arrival, Japan, the US. So we have that. But like you said, what I think we really need for Africans is for Africans to be able to come into our country freely. ECOWAS, yes, does that. But then sometimes it's a bit difficult. I've had to bring in some people from Rwanda for some of our clients into Nigeria. Processing their visa is a bit difficult,
It was tough.
Yes. So I think it should be more open to Africans. That way, it becomes easier for Africans to relate with each other, trade with each other, holiday within Africa without, having to go through a lot of roadblocks.
Sure.
Especially if you notice during festivals, within Nigeria and other parts of Africa, that is when people want to move. People want to go to different parts of Africa or different parts of Nigeria during these festivals. Because that's when people are most hospitable.
Yeah.
You see the best of these people. You see their food, you see their dance, their culture. I mean, they are happy to welcome you.
Yes, because they are ready for the party.
Exactly. And that's why if we let our festivals get extinct, we're going to have a problem. Because our cultures will probably die with it.
True.
Yes, with civilization and, the cosmopolitan.
So when you say festivals now, what festivals, like, give us examples of the festivals you're referring to?
Like all festivals, like Oshun Shogbo Festival, the Ofala Festival, the
Kalankwa Festival,
Kalankwa, then in Ivory Coast, the Abisa Festival, the New Yam Festival in Ghana. I mean, these festivals attract all and sundry. People come. People are happy. They are eating. They are dancing. They are making friends.
And the local community.
The local communities are
they're making money. Because
whatever
you eat at that event must be cooked at that venue.
Exactly.
Within that locality. And when you talked about our cultures, our festivals going extinct, you see most of our festivals are tied to our religion.
Yes, true.
And some people, under the guise of civilization, they will tell you this is fetish and that is fetish. If you were at Benin Republic this January, you see the number of people that came in from outside of the continent just because of Vodou Festival.
Yeah.
You can only equate it to what happens, let me say, perhaps not on that high level. In Oshun, Oshogbo, you see people from Cuba will come, Brazil. So, and they are coming
France,
because of the significance of that festival, which is closely tied to African religion.
Do you know that there's a mystic around Africa that people want to know, especially the Western world? They want to see why is a masquerade like the Zangbeto masquerade dancing?
You turn it upside down, you won't see who is there.
You don't see
There's
anybody
nobody there.
They can't help
but
it. They
it will
need
move,
to know.
it will rise.
Exactly. They are so curious. They want to know how that happens. You see, so these are what we have as a tourism product that we can sell. So people can come in and want to unravel the mysticism around Africa.
So how do you balance it with a lot of Nigerians as it is now, being Muslims and Christians, and then they don't accept or want to associate with this traditional religion, as it were?
Okay. You see, perception matters. And over time, I believe that beyond and besides what Goge Africa is already doing, along with some youngsters in the business, I think the National Orientation Agency in Nigeria should begin to do more. That's number one. Number two, I can give you examples of the Masquerade Festival in the East during Christmas. I see devout Christians, Reverend Fathers from the Catholic Church.
Yes.
That's serious. They come for the entertainment benefits of those masquerades and festivals. People will always come to be entertained. And once they continue to come, they become the ambassadors. Nobody is forcing you to come and do so-called juju.
Exactly.
But people want to be entertained.
That's right.
So you cannot come to the East and not want to see the Christmas masquerade, because somehow the traditionalists and the custodians of our culture have been able to tie it within that period when people must always come back. You want to go to River State at December time and you're not going to watch Motan Festival, then you're the one that have lost out.
Exactly.
So we think that more should be done in terms of education, and that education should start from the young people, from primary level, not even university. Begin to educate ourselves, our history, our culture, our heritage. Our history should be part of the curriculum from the get-go. When you do A for apple, let's convert it to A to Akara or A to whatever local language that is. Our languages must play a role in our everyday life. Today, some people will tell you my kids don't speak vernacular or don't speak local language. They're proud to see their children speak in foreign dialects because they believe that puts them at a higher level than other people who speak the local language. And look at my husband
I
here.
can speak Hausa.
5 languages he does.
I can speak English. I can speak Igbo. I can speak Igala. I can speak Yoruba. And it doesn't make me any less who I am.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't understand why people won't speak their local dialect to their children. Because kids have the propensity to absorb any sound they hear.
You know,
and
our
that's
culture,
how I grew up.
our culture is intricately woven
Around our language.
Within our languages.
Yes.
You cannot talk about someone's culture. There are certain things I'll say now that does not have an English translation.
Like Ubuntu. The South
How do you
African
even
term,
begin to translate that in
Ubuntu.
English?
Exactly.
When you say the Ozo title, can you give me a word for Ozo in English? Because when you say Ozo title, it embodies a lot of things that only somebody who is entrenched in that culture will be able to explain it. You can't translate everything. Google can't do everything for us. So we need to be mindful and very calculated, deliberate in the way we make sure that we instill our cultural values within
everything we do.
It starts from the family. It starts from when you're pregnant. Talk to your child. When the child is born, speak to your child in your language. Your child will always pick up the English or French or whatever language in school.
Yeah.
So when we kill our language, we kill our culture. When we kill our culture, we even kill our tourism. Nobody is coming to Nigeria.
Sorry, baby. I don't want to name states or towns. There are towns in Nigeria whose dialect have become extinct. And they are willing to pay 3 times what the civil service pay for anybody who can teach that in their schools.
Or teach it to their young people.
In Nigeria.
Oh, yes. We've been there many times over.
Oh, exactly. If I mentioned them, it would appear like...
language is going extinct. That is just one of them.
Yeah.
Now, if we do not be very deliberate about this, when your culture dies, nobody is coming from America to Nigeria to come and check out our 5-star hotel.
And that's
they are
why
coming here to immerse themselves in our culture.
So the question is this: most of the time, like I see a lot of my friends try to learn French now. Some of them are learning Mandarin. Some of them are learning French, Mandarin, which is like the Chinese language.
Yeah.
They're picking up French. Some of them are learning Italian. Some of them are learning Spanish through these apps that has made it very accessible.
Yes.
But then they learn these languages for a certain purpose, to be able to have a higher advantage over their peers, especially when it comes to international jobs, when it comes to visa applications and the likes, But then, if I should pay attention to learning these local language, where does it take me?
Now hold on.
Of what advantage?
Let me shock you. As I speak to you, I have 4 friends in China, in Chinese universities. 2 of them are teaching Igbo language. I know the one that is teaching Yoruba. So if you don't know the language, how can you even? Do you know that I have friends who are in Germany who work with the immigration in Germany, and they translate when people come in and they need to interview you and you can't speak the language. Have you ever wondered what happened to grandma who doesn't speak English and they fly her unaccompanied to the US or to France for Mugo? She gets to the airport. Who takes care? You don't know there are some translators. Exactly. Our language have got value.
And I'll tell you another advantage. I was traveling from here to Onitsha with my FJ Cruiser, and the customs apprehended me on the road. They stopped me on the road, and unfortunately, I didn't have my custom papers because I didn't think I had to carry them while traveling every now and then, right? So they stopped me. I knew I was in trouble. And my car was barely 2 years old. I saw that their leader, their boss, was a Hausa man. And I just greeted him, way. He said, oh, that's my brother. I told him, they stopped me here. He said, they should clear the way. They should clear the way for me to go. Where am I going? I'm going to just go on, carry on.
And that is just language.
They didn't ask me anymore.
Do you remember the other time that we went for a production?
For you.
That's language. We went for a production. And that was during that Abiola time or something. And it was raining. I was thick of the night at about 1 a.m.
Yes.
So some mobile policemen accosted us and they hit them and said, just lie down on the floor.
It was not mobile. They were military men.
They were military men.
Yes,
oh,
yes.
But,
and they asked us all to lie down.
On the floor.
Even though
and
it
the rain.
We lied down. And the guy was so mean. So I now said,
one of the
I
guys
noticed that-
wanted to say something, and they hit him on the head with the
he was a, do you
butt
know
of the
who we
gun.
are? They used the butt of the gun on him.
Hit him.
Because it was,
And it started bleeding.
It started bleeding. So we all
Stayed
went
down.
quiet. And I saw that their leader again, was a Hausa man. I heard them speaking Hausa. And I said, Muba Barahu Bapa. Said to Kutash Kutehi.
They said, who said that? And then he raised his hand and said, stand up.
So because I heard what he said, Kutash Kutehi, stand up and go.
He stood up.
So I
Everybody
stood up.
kept.
Others were so
but
scared.
then all of these things you've highlighted, which are I totally understand, they are only very relevant
within Nigeria.
And
outside.
Within Nigeria. I believe I've heard stories sometimes of Nigerians, especially Igbo Yoruba, who find themselves, especially in areas where it's not very Nigerians don't get to go to those areas. Let's say like Serbia, let's say like areas like let's say even Poland, further down that people don't get. Let's say even Australia,
Alaska,
that, very far away,
Right.
and then you hear somebody speaking Yoruba or Igbo language, and immediately you're bonded with the person.
Yes,
so
true. That happens.
I understand that, but then again, aside the cultural side of it, and language, let's talk about tourism and about our destinations.
Right.
Promoting Nigerian destinations or African destination to African has always been a challenge. People want to travel to the UK, people want to travel to US, Qatar. Like last year, I think if my memory serves me right with the data I collated with somebody, Nigerians traveled to Qatar like every now and then.
Yes,
Dubai.
Dubai.
So Dubai, we had an issue with Dubai.
That's right.
So
So
the
that
next
was
location for us was Qatar.
Qatar, yeah.
People traveled to Egypt. Many of us did not even know that Egypt was within Africa.
That's right.
Yeah.
Many of us did not even know that Seychelles was within Africa.
Of course.
You know,
Mauritius,
Tunisia,
all these
Mauritius.
places. Yeah.
Exactly. So selling Africa to Africans is now, I don't know. It's just that this whole dollar issues kind of like limited a lot of people because they don't have much money to spend.
True.
So they can't go very further, very far as they usually do.
Yeah.
So
But then
how can we get them to look within? How can we get them to look within Africa, within Nigeria?
Okay,
But don't forget again that traveling within Africa, especially West Africa, is almost as expensive as traveling to Dubai, Qatar, all these places. Tickets within West Africa is quite costly. So that can be an inhibition. But aside from that, Africans do not know much because you see all these places you mentioned, Qatar, Dubai, America, France, and all, they are very popular in Nigeria. People want to jackpot to these places. But Africa does not have as much mention. I mean, what we're doing is just a scratch. We haven't really scratched the surface.
Yes, and going back to what you just said, how can we get Nigerians to travel within Nigeria?
Within Africa, is what you said, right?
Is it within Africa or within Nigeria?
Africa and Nigeria as well. So
Okay,
it's on
let me
two
start
sides.
with Nigeria. Within Nigeria, already our foreign exchange, as bad as it is, you see, when something is bad, it has the advantage. The good thing is that a lot of people cannot afford to travel out because when you change that money, you look at it twice. My friend was at the airport and said a bottle of Coke was like $5 and he was waiting there for 20 hours. And he realized that to buy that bottle of Coke is like spending 8,000 naira for one bottle of Coke. So right now in Benin Republic, Nigerian soft drink sells
selling.
more. Because they come in here, change their money, buy it, go there, and sell it is cheaper than their own.
That's right.
So naturally or financially, most Nigerians can only afford to travel within Nigeria. So that's what that has done for us. Number two, to get our people to travel within Nigeria is to expose Nigeria to them, which is what Goge Africa has been doing,
Exactly.
which is what a lot of young Nigerians on social media,
Yes.
Instagram, they are doing all of that already, showing you where to go, how
Beautiful
to.
places
Beautiful
within the
places
country.
to go. Oh, yes. There's this challenge with security, but I tell you, it's not everywhere.
No, certainly not.
Security issues is not the whole. I mean, once you get into Nigeria, you're mob. No, there are places in Nigeria that are safe. You and I are in Lagos here. You still party at night. I know. So there are places in Nigeria, just like in other countries, people still go on pilgrimage to Israel, regardless of what's going on there. People would love
Even
to.
Mexico.
People would jump to go to Mexico. Okay, so it's not that once there's security issues, nobody wants to go anywhere. Besides the security issues, do you know that Christmas time is a time when you can't hold some people back from going back to their village? no matter what happens. So there's that domestic tourism that exists. It's seasonal. But what we need to do is to now make sure that it's spread over all through the year. When people think of holiday, let them find somewhere in Nigeria or somewhere within Africa to go.
And if you visit the resorts within Nigeria, even Lagos alone, we have beautiful resorts around Nigeria that people would want to visit, experience them once it is shown to them, once they know of the existence of these beautiful resorts. The thing is, give people a reason to travel, and they will travel, especially locally. Look, I mean, domestic tourism is one of the biggest ways to generate funds.
And Nigeria, we have numbers. And we also have funds, really. We are not the poorest country in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
No way.
So if Nigerians know where to go, we get constant, Go Get Africa Travel Club, we always get people asking, okay, where do we go here?
Yes.
The request is plenty. If you can guide them, and that is just where we can't even scratch the surface.
So what do you think needs to improve to get more people to do domestic tourism?
One is the infrastructure. The roads are not connected. There are beautiful places you can go to and enjoy yourself, but you can't even get there. That's number one. Number two is the hospitality companies, especially within certain rural areas. When you come for festivals in certain places, you see people are doing Airbnb. Because we don't have enough hotels, and some people come in, can't find where to sleep, they turn back and they go to the next place. So our infrastructure, road network, hospitality, and then security needs to improve. People need to feel safe. This thing about security is a perception. If you feel that, if someone told me there's a bomb in this building, it's safe, I feel it's not safe, so you can't convince me to come. So that feeling of safety has to be put in place as well.
And that's why I'd appeal to the corporate bodies, or some of these multinationals, to support local festivals so that these festivals can thrive. Because these festivals employ a lot of young people who put them together, activities, and it creates jobs. It creates, a tourism reason for travel and all that. So they need to support it so it does not go extinct.
And talking about corporate bodies too, I think some of our tourism attractions, the sites, a corporate body can say, okay, let me do this at Ngo Pine Forest. And
it should be named after them.
It will be named after them. Yeah. They can decide, okay, let me support the refurbishment of a Ejiri waterfall or the hanging lake. Yeah. Let me build some form of fence.
Safety measures
around it. Yes. And, they can do that and then get their names etched on gold.
These places.
On these places.
We have so many people who want to get in touch with you. There are so many people who want to ask questions. I'm seeing all of their messages here. There are people who have been fans for a very long time. 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. If you have any other questions for our guests, please call on that number 0201 465 7190. And if you're from the diaspora and I see messages from the diaspora, you want to get in touch, you can call us on our WhatsApp number, because right now I don't know, we seem to be having some challenges with the Skype, so you can just call us on our WhatsApp number if you listen to us from afar. Let me take some calls here now. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Manuel.
Good morning. You have 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, I just want to thank for bringing these great couples to this program this morning. They have done great in the tourism sector. And what he said about the language something is a complete fact. Language opens the door for you when you are traveling. Once you have a language, like when I travel to Cotonou, just because of the little French I know, so it's easier for me to assimilate in the environment. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Sorry. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning. What's your calling from, sir?
Emmanuel, I'm calling from Aguda Sule.
All right, you have 30 seconds. Go ahead.
I just want to congratulate those husband and wife there, because the news and stories we are hearing every day about divorce here and there, especially people in their industry, the actors, the people in the media and all that, and they are still together. I want to urge them to please continue to be together and to love each other more and more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was unexpected, but thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ms. Oboli. 30 seconds, please.
Good morning to your guests. Thank you for bringing the living legends of tourism and culture on your show. Wow. So, your consistency over the years, not only as a lovely couple I admire so much, and also part of your tourism and culture segment. Your segment on your show has always endeared me to your shows. You know, because of you, I've dreamed of imaginary places I want to be, eating imaginary foods on your shows, and I pray one day I'm able to relive these experiences. So my question to you, though, is this. What exactly is the ECOWAS body doing? Because I feel as Nigerians, we want to go to another state in Nigeria or to another country in Africa. We shouldn't be paying much. What's your take on that, please? Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. All right. Yes.
Well, paying much, I hear you loudly. It's cheaper to travel to the U.S. than from Nigeria to the U.S. than from Nigeria to the Gambia, even though it's nearer. I agree with you. Depends on your mode of travel. I've done a road trip from here to Ivory Coast. It was cheaper, but it was a grueling experience because of the border issues that you have as you travel. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Then
those are another thing they need to really, at least with technology now, the checks are too much. Too many checks. Along the border, going traveling through the West Coast.
And
if they can limit the number of times people are checked, a trip that should cost you 4 or 5 hours, say, to Ghana, will cost you like 9-10 hours.
12 hours.
Or more.
So, and another thing is, there's this ECOWAS passport that people travel with.
Yeah.
Now, if it's blue, that ECOWAS passport cannot take you further than Ghana, I think, because according to our findings, ours is not electronically imputed. So, for you to now travel, use your real Nigerian passport to travel so that your names can pop up when it is searched for online. I had a few young people who had that problem at a time. So
ECOWAS are trying. ECOWAS are working now.
They are trying, but we have to go on a very
we
have to go on a very short break. Lagos will just be back to wrap up on our conversation, but stay with us. We'll be back shortly after this break.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If one of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government forms, she would have protested to be cancelled. Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.